Hey, what's going on guys, and welcome back to another video. We post content every day, so if you'd like to show your support, so drop a like if you're a fan of Drop the Mic, join the notification squad by subscribing and hitting that bell notification on, but also, don't forget to comment down below saying I subscribed to enter our monthly shoutout, and we'll make sure to reply and thank as many of you as we possibly can.
Where do we even start with Kylie Jenner? This American reality television star, model, entrepreneur, and socialite has achieved so much already, considering she was only born in 1997. Her list of achievements is endless and includes being Snapchat's most followed person, one of Instagram's top 10 most followed people, and not forgetting her place on the Forbes Celebrity 100 list. In fact, she's actually the youngest person ever to make it onto the prestigious list, but that's not where her talents and recognition ends. According to Forbes magazine, Kylie's net worth is $900 million, more money than most of us could ever dream to have in our lives. But earning her millions is just another part of a standard day for Kylie Jenner. This reality TV program documented the lives of Kylie and her family, and so doing everything she could to succeed and look good became the norm. The program, which has been running since 2007, reportedly earns the family $30 million a season. No one's exactly sure how that money is split between each family member, but we guess that Kylie gets a fair chunk. It seems that the TV loved her because Kylie even got her own spin-off show from the program called Life of Kylie. She also starred in many other of the spin-offs which focused around her sisters, like Kourtney and Kim Take Miami and Kourtney and Khloe Take the Hamptons. Being spotted in the background of these shows ensured that Kylie kept her face well known to the audience without actually having to do much work at all. But when Kylie isn't appearing on our TV screens, she's hard at work on her own business. Kylie launched her own makeup range, Kylie Lip Kits, back in 2015. She used her social media following to gain traction for the brand, and it definitely paid off. Kylie invested $250,000 into the first 15,000 lip kits, which sold out in less than a minute. A year later, in 2016, she renamed the brand Kylie Cosmetics. Since then, it's grown from strength to strength, regularly selling out within minutes and keeping its own dedicated audience on its toes for any new releases. Kylie owns 100% of the business herself, which means that when it brought in $420 million in the first 18 months, she was the only one to pocket it. It was definitely a smart move financially and showed that Kylie knew exactly who her market was and how she needed to target it. In just a couple of years, she sold $630 million worth of makeup. According to Fortune, Kylie Cosmetics is on track to be a billion-dollar company by 2022. But Kylie Cosmetics isn't the only way that this mega-rich celebrity makes her money. Before this, back in 2012, she teamed up with clothing brand PacSun to launch a range with her sister, Kendall. Appropriately named Kendall and Kylie, the fashionable line became a hit internationally. Nowadays, the line sells wholesale to 390 locations in the US and 975 worldwide, including Nordstrom, Topshop, and Amazon in a variety of colors and styles. But let's take another minute to talk about Kylie's social media usage. We've already told you that she's one of the most followed people on Instagram, and she definitely makes the most of this. As you might have already spotted, as soon as Kylie promotes something on her channel, it sells out instantly. So of course, brands all over the world try their hardest to get this star to upload a photo wearing their clothes or jewelry. But this doesn't come without a price, and Kylie knows exactly how much she's worth. If you spot a sponsored post on Kylie's Instagram account, you can sit back and note that it cost the brand $1 million. Keep an eye out for the likes of Puma, Fashion Nova, Key Australia Eyewear, and Sugar Bear Hair Vitamins. If you look back through Kylie's channel, you'll begin to realize just how much she's taking home just for mentioning products she loves. It definitely seems like an easy life. And her audience are so determined to get as close to Kylie as they can that many of them pay money for Kylie's app to learn more about her lifestyle. Kylie wasn't the only sister to release an app. You might be familiar with the game Kim Kardashian Hollywood, released by her half-sister Kim. But Kylie's game surpassed Kim's when it came to downloads and income. According to TechCrunch, Kylie made $105,170 on the first day her app launched in 2015. Although she doesn't use it frequently anymore, the app was designed to offer an exclusive mix of free and premium paid content from Kylie's world, according to its description. The 1.75 million downloads it received in the first week suggested there was definitely a market for the app, and it topped the iTunes free apps chart right away. So by now, you've probably established that Kylie Jenner is taking home a fairly healthy salary from all of her endorsements and business ventures. In fact, she's close to surpassing the millionaire bracket and could soon be amongst the richest in the world as a billionaire. Forbes even went as far to say she could be the world's youngest self-made billionaire within a year, although some people have disputed whether she's actually self-made. But that's by the by, because Kylie has certainly made use of an entrepreneurial streak and used her family as a great opportunity to go out there and launch her own business. Now that we know exactly how Kylie earns her money, we can get into the fun part, how she spends it. Because let's be honest, we've all been waiting for a chance to jump into Kylie's lifestyle and see exactly what she likes to splurge on. So, first things first, let's talk about Kylie's $12 million house in Hidden Hills, California. With 8 bedrooms and 11 bathrooms, there's certainly enough room for all of her friends to hang out. It was built in 2015 and offers expansive views of nearby beautiful Los Angeles. With 13,200 square feet of space and another 1.4 acres of land outside, it's clear that Kylie values quantity just as much as she values quality. Inside, you'll find a gourmet kitchen, a home theater, a games room, a luxurious pool, and a spa and massage room. There's also an entire room dedicated to Kylie's expensive bags, but we'll get into that part later. And that's not the only property that Kylie owns in the area. She's also bought a $6 million mansion and the $4.5 million house next door. At this rate, she'll have paid for all of the real estate in the area. Another area where Kylie loves to spend her dollars is on her pet dogs. Kylie owns multiple Italian greyhounds, all of which cost around $1,000 each. And don't be thinking that these dogs are stuck outside in a wooden doghouse. You might have already expected it, but we're here to confirm that Kylie's dogs live in a doghouse that's nicer than many New York apartments. Kylie gave a tour of the new doghouse on Snapchat, adding that when finished, it would feature air conditioning and a heating system. This doggy palace is really the most perfect place for her canine pals to chill out in, and we're only slightly jealous, we promise. And how would Kylie get between her homes if she didn't fancy walking? She'd drive in one of her extortionately priced luxury cars, of course. Kylie's car collection is so big that she could drive a different car every day of the week if she wanted. And we're not just talking standard vehicles that you'll see on the street. Kylie's cars are the fanciest that you'll find in the world. Her collection includes everything from a Lamborghini to a Ferrari, a Rolls-Royce, and a Bentley, all done up in her favorite suitably sleek color schemes, obviously. She even got one of her cars a Mercedes G-Class, custom wrapped in bright orange, but only for the summer. It's thought she paid upwards of $10,000 for the car to be done up. But if Kylie wants to travel further afield, then she won't take one of her exceptional cars, she'll take a private jet. Because when you've got that much money, you're not going to accept flying with the masses. Kylie often flies with ExecuJet and pays for her family and friends to do the same thing. So if she fancies a spontaneous holiday or a quick trip across the country, all it takes is a phone call. We imagine that one of the reasons Kylie never looks stressed or rushed is because she never has to run for the subway or try to hail a taxi in the middle of a busy road. But that doesn't mean that she doesn't spend time and money looking so good. In fact, she spends rather a lot of her hard-earned cash on perfecting her incredible face and body. For a start, Kylie will only visit a certain manicurist called Brittany Tokyo, who charges $150 per visit, plus an extra $50 for home visits. So that's how Kylie's nails always look perfect and never chipped. She also wears eyelash extensions from Star Lash Extensions for $180 a pop, and gets spray tans at Jimmy Coco, which costs $350 per session. Those fancy, colorful wigs you see Kylie wearing all over Instagram, they're from a brand called Tokyo Styles and can be purchased from between $600 to $5,000 a time. And to keep her body as toned as it is, she works out with sister Courtney with a personal trainer who also charges $350 per workout. Kylie might wake up like this, but there's a lot of work that goes on in the background. So that's how Kylie keeps her body looking so good, and the expensive clothes she wears just add to the look. Unsurprisingly, for someone with no shortage of dollars, Kylie has expensive taste. She's a big fan of the brand Balmain due to her family being friends with the creative director. You'll also see her wearing the likes of Gucci and Chanel, as well as streetwear brands like Supreme. In the past, she's also been spotted in Versace, Alexander Wang, Celine, and of course, lots more Balmain. There's no end to Kylie's luxury taste. And when it comes to accessories, Kylie's gone overload. You might have remembered earlier when we mentioned that Kylie has her own room dedicated to her bags. Kylie requested the room had special lighting installed so that all of her purses could look gorgeous in their own little home. This almost billionaire says her favorite row is the Hermes row, which includes a generous share of Birkin bags. But her absolute top pick is her Hermes crocodile skin cream bag, which costs $432,000 and comes complete with an 18-karat white gold hardware and more than 200 diamonds. She claims that if her house was on fire, this is the bag she'd grab in a hurry. And now let's take a minute to talk about Kylie's jewelry, because if her purses weren't an indication of money and good taste, the rest of her accessories might be. If there's one brand Kylie seems to adore, it's Cartier. She often wears up to 6 Cartier love bracelets, which can cost around $5,000 a piece. You'll also see her flaunting a $7,000 rose gold Shea Fine ring and Cartier rings to match her bracelets. And on the other wrist, you'll see Kylie's Rolex watch, which also cost a pretty penny. This was allegedly a gift from ex-boyfriend Tyga, but it shows that Kylie has very expensive taste, if nothing else. Because when we say a pretty penny, we mean thousands and thousands of dollars, but it's still little more than pocket money for this celebrity. Kylie's gotten used to spending all of this money on herself for the last few years, but one recent addition to her life who's also making the most of these dollars is Kylie's daughter, Stormi. Kylie gave birth in February 2018 and wasted no time before going all out to give her baby the best of the best. Kylie gave birth at the Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in LA, which cost between $3,600 and $5,100 per night. And once Stormi was safely delivered, Kylie went nuts with her spending. She purchased a Gucci baby carrier to hold Stormi in and a Fendi stroller to take her out in. Stormi's $22,000 baby shoe collection includes the likes of Air Jordans, Mini Uggs, and Timberlands. She's dressed head to toe in only the highest quality luxury clothes, even though she's barely old enough to walk. In Stormi's short life so far, she's worn more expensive clothes than most of us could ever dream of being able to afford. It's clear that Kylie loves to splash out on those close to her, and baby daddy and partner Travis Scott is also one who can enjoy the receiving end of this money. For Travis's birthday, Kylie hired out the Six Flags Magic Mountain theme park for a huge $150,000. The pair have also been spotted on luxury holidays and private jets with Stormi. If that wasn't generous enough, Kylie also gifted her best friend, Jordan Woods, a $70,000 Mercedes-Benz for her birthday. Now, that's the kind of friendship we're looking for. But there's a chance that none of this would be possible without some kind of behind-the-scenes management. And of course, we all know who that is. Momager Kris Jenner also benefits from Kylie's success, due to the 10% management fee that Kris receives from her daughter. It's thought that Kris sorts out Kylie's finances and public relations in return for what's probably not just a small fee. In fact, if Kylie's been paying her mom since she's reached such levels of fame, it's estimated that Kris has taken around $17 million from her daughter so far. And who knows how much that could amount to if Kylie's fame keeps growing. We're sure that Kylie could find herself a cheaper manager, but we also imagine that it's harder to get rid of Kris than the average employee. After all, the devil works hard, but Kris Jenner works harder to keep her daughters in the limelight. That's all for how Kylie Jenner spends her millions. What do you think of Kylie's spending habits? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.